Hi, this is Zanix and Mata of Zero Arabs, and welcome to the premiere episode of the Naked Plantito. So today we're going to discuss a very important thing in plant world. So this would be my first episode, how to purchase plant, because this is very vital to our plant collecting scheme in the world full of virus, the pandemic that is affecting the world, and many people are collecting plants because it gives them peace and it takes away their stress and another activity to do inside the house, or you want to do it in your small garden, that's fine. So the topics that we're going to discuss today would be the online and live selling, avoiding scammers and frauds, your rights when you're buying plants, using disclaimer, be a premium buyer, looking for a good supplier or online seller, befriending a seller, and when to buy and not. Okay, so some people are, this compulsive. They just buy plants because of they want it. So first would be how to acquire it. There's a lot of option that you can do to acquire a plant that you really love. There's a lot of medium now. Like you can go in your vicinity. There's a lot of garden centers. If there's a lot of garden centers in your place, you can visit them first before going to online, because you can see the plant in personally, and you can inspect the plant personally, the plant doesn't need to go through shipping, so it is the less stress for plants. Okay, so uh, another thing would be an online. You go to the marketplace of Facebook, you can actually go to Instagram or Twitter. There's a lot of options, and then there are just pages, websites of plant sellers. They do that now because there's a lot of demand and people want to cater them, and there's a lot of option that you can do it, and people might refer you for the online website you can buy plants. And then there's this live selling from Facebook. There's a lot of people who are live selling now, because I'm an admin of a group page called PogePH, and there's a lot of requests when there's live selling, and we cannot just decline it, because they just want to have means to for a living. And it's okay because people are doing everything we can in this pandemic, and people are really safe inside their room while they're just saying mine SSD, and making tawad pag natatasan sila sa presyo, and that's fine. And um, the way it is distressing you, it's really good for you to do this live selling and buy from it and saying mine and doing the SSDs. All right, so the next topic would be how to avoid scammers and frauds. All right, so there's a lot of pages in Facebook that I can see, and there's a lot of people who can testify that these accounts are really fraud and they're just scammers. They want to get money from you with your own hard earned money. So, how to avoid this? First of all, you have to check. You have to check the account if it's really legit. So, if the account is made like 2 weeks ago or a day ago, diba? You will have this doubt. Totoo kaya to? It's okay to screenshot it and post it somewhere, and ask people if this is legit. Because if that person is legit, wala namang siya magiging reklamo about it. So, that's one thing. Another would be, it's too good to be true. There's a lot of buyers that wanting to buy low price plant. That's why they are being scammed. Like, Constellation Monstera for 2,000 pesos. That's not really, that's not gonna happen, because the producer of this plant is like, they're selling it for 7,000 per pot, and the resellers will be selling it like plus 1,000, plus 2,000, 3,000, and you cannot find a 2,000 Thai constellation. It's not possible. Or maybe, just maybe, the OG sellers are doing it, and it's good. It's good that they do that once in a while. They just do it for promotion, or they want to upsell their business. That's the only way you can purchase a 2,000 pesos Thai constellation, or you can join a raffle for 200 pesos, 300. But I don't know, there's a percentage that you can win. Like, I never won in a raffle, and it's really funny because if my friend is doing a raffle for plants, I always join, even though I don't have, what it takes to win one. I don't have the luck. Never. I will never ever join a raffle if it's not my friend doing it. Okay, so how to avoid frauds? You can see people posting for sale with price, with location, but the location is different from other plants. Like, some plants are blurred, or some plants are with different lightings. It happens, but you have to be keen about it. You have to observe all of the pictures, and again, you have to apply this doubt that it's too good to be true, diba? Who would sell a medium-sized pink princess philodendron for 1,000 pesos? Or Monstera Borsigiana albo for 5,000 pesos with 5 leaves? That's too good to be true. So watch out for that. Alright, the next would be your rights when buying a plant. Ano ba to? Ano ba pinagsasabi ni Janex? Bakit may mga rights ba tong nalalaman? Rights, ibig sabihin, if you're gonna buy a plant online or in the garden near you, you can actually ask if it's rooted. If it's not, you just wait. If you want to do a down payment, that's all right. You have to have this agreement with the seller that hintayin muna natin mag-roots yung mag-stable. But people are doing like fast selling. They got plants from imported plants from Holland, from Thailand, from Ecuador. They just cut the plant and they sell it, saying that the plants are stable. Which is nakakainis. Kasi lalo na dun sa mga mga newbie when it comes to plant, that they cannot we cannot rescue it. They don't have the knowledge and the materials for that plant to strive, lalo na kung nag-iba yung location niya from Ecuador to Philippines, and then you will cut it without roots. It might not survive. It may matunaw na lang yan. Sayang lang ang perang pinambili mo. Usually, the plants from Ecuador are like 5,000 and above prices, and that's not good. If the plant's gonna die, it's really nasty for those kind of people na they don't care about the plants at all. We have to respect every living things. Anong nangyari doon? Yung mga sellers na bigla na lang, benta ko na to, hindi pa to acclimated, ibebenta mo na? Seriously. You have to watch out for those kinds of seller. You need to know your rights. If you want to see the roots, you ask the seller, pwede ba nating i-uproot to? Para gusto ko lang makita. Kung hindi, I'll just pay like 25% and then we wait muna. If not, di ba, you can refund. And hindi niya refund, at least you didn't pay the whole amount. You're not gonna be disappointed, because that's how plant world works. And ang sinasabi ko dito is you need to inspect, lalo na if infestated ba siya ng insects, diba? Or meron ba siyang dalang disease. You have to know your rights when you're buying a plant. Okay, another one with the rights would be the proper ID. You ask for the proper ID. Recently, I just encountered this seller that is selling the philodendron Billetier, and on it's really on point that she's really proud that she's selling this kind of plant. But when she told me that this plant is Bilitay, okay, all right, let's just stop there. Okay, I'm not being a Nazi. I'm not being rude or anything. I understand you understand. I understand that you're saying it wrong, but to correct me of pronouncing that plant, okay, all right. So let's move on to that. So it's just a commercial for me. It's funny, but she learned that the correct pronunciation of that plant is Billy. All right. So next would be looking for a good supplier or online seller. Kasi why not? Kasi this supplier can be your forever supplier. Whenever there's plant available in his or her garden, you can actually ask, pwede ba to? Pwede ba cuttings nito? You can actually request for that. Kasi if you're really a good customer to that person, to that seller, pagbibigyan ka niya. And walang niha niho. Okay, sige. I will give you cuttings. We will wait para mag-root ito to be stable. And that's fine, diba? And it's really a good thing that you have a good relationship with your supplier kasi they will refer plants na gusto mo talaga na wala sila, na wala ng patong. Sasabihin nila, i-refer ka nito sa client na to. Ito yung client ko, naghahanap ng ganitong halaman. Bigyan mo naman ng discount. They will actually ask for discount to other sellers for you. And that's a good fit, diba? Hindi mo na kailangan makipag-negotiation na, uy, ganito na lang yung presyo na to. Sige na. Or free shipping na lang. Sige na. You don't have to do that anymore because your supplier will do that for you. Okay. So, next would be befriending a seller. Again, kanina nasabi ko na rin na magandang magkaroon ng good communication, relationship with that seller. It's really a small world. The plant world is really small community, diba? So, befriend people. Kasi, I think plant people who loves plant, people who loves plant, they are actually good people. Kasi, they cannot, sa tingin ko, they cannot make a plant happy if they're bad people. Bad peoples are bad peoples. Yun ang tingin ko sa kanila. So, you have to befriend your suppliers, your sellers, for your own benefit. At, diba, nagkaroon ka na ng halaman, pero ka bang kaibigan? That's really nice. Because I have a lot of friends. I earned a lot of friends when this pandemic started. Because I've been taking care of this plant way before that. But hindi ko siya pinopost sa social media because people might look at me at, weird, naghahalaman, ganyan. So, I didn't post it. So ngayon, there's a lot of people who are posting and bragging it, and then I just go with the bandwagon, and then it's really fun because people are appreciating your plants, your hard work for the plants. They are appreciating it. They're actually asking, paano ba to? Paano ba yan? And then I replied na I'm not madamot when it comes to information, when it comes to plants, because I love plants so much. Okay, so the last would be when to buy and not to buy. Ang dami nito. Like, there's a lot of... I'm a supplier myself. I sell plants. And there's a lot of people, pa-reserve naman ito. Pa-reserve ng ganyan. Inabot na ng ilang buwan. They didn't even message me. They didn't even see my messages na kukuhanin mo ba? Kasi pag hindi mo na kinuha, I might propagate it already. Or someone is interested in buying that, and I don't want to bypass anyone. Gusto ko lang na may respeto when it comes to that. Even though you didn't pay me a single cent, I will respect your want for that plant. Kasi sabi mo namataan mo na siya yung halaman. So hindi ko ibibigay sa iba unless meron kang say. There's a lot of people doing that, and meron din tayong mga buyers na ang reason kung bakit ginagawa nila yon, it's because bibili sila ng halaman, tapos wala na silang pambayad sa mga necessities nila sa bahay, pang groceries, or pambayad ng kuryente or tubig. It's really funny kasi they are pushed to sell the plants they bought like for 5,000 pesos, binenta na nila agad palugay 4,000. It's because they have to pay all of those mga utilities nila sa bahay. It's really not a good thing to do because plants are everywhere. Kahit saan makakakita ka niyan. Hindi mo man makita sa dati mong pinagbibilhan dahil naubos na because meron na ibang nakakuha nito. Meron at merong maglalabas nito. You need to find, or mas mura mo ba siya makukuha since for now, at the moment, people are importing plants. And wag kang sumabay sa bugso Kasi plants will propagate. They will grow. People will propagate it. Siyempre, pag propagate nila yan for the first time, mahal pa. And then second time, mas kukunti na ang magde-demand, you can buy those plants for cheaper. O, diba? And it's really a good thing for you kasi nakatipid ka na. Diba? Masaya ka pa. Alright, so that will be all for today. The first episode, and thank you guys for listening to me, even though you guys know this, but I just want to help out the newbies for their journey on planting, and have fun, guys. Have a great day.